What's up, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to the Daily Impulse Show. I am Abraham, your host, and on this show, we discuss the day-to-day things that no one else is going to chat about. It may sound a little boring, right? Absolutely wrong. Take a listen, and things might just be a little more relatable than you believe. On that note, let's dive right into it. Hey guys, it's Abraham here. How are you doing today? I hope all is well. Today is going to be a little bit of an unusual topic because I just thought about it on the top of my head, and quite frankly, I'm feeling it right now. You know, everyone that works for themselves, that's really successful, mind you, they say you got to work hard. You got to put a lot of hours into it, and you know it will all pay off. Yeah, they're absolutely correct. I'm not going to argue with that. That's 100% true. But you probably heard that spiel about 1,000 times over, and nothing new, nothing changes. But a lot of people don't talk about when they feel defeated in their days, because quite frankly, right now, I feel defeated today. We have so many things going on. It's unbelievable. And one of the things that we're really taking off on is real estate. Now, we have explored many different ways to try and get proper leads in real estate. Now, if you're not really familiar with the real estate game, leads are just people that may be interested in buying a house or selling their house, and you want to capture their business, of course, because you want to put food on your table. So that's just another avenue that we're experimenting with, but we're really getting serious about lead generation websites, or going into, you know, a website that has things already kind of in tune with everything, and has like a funnel and drip campaigns. And I know I'm getting probably way technical on you guys, but that's not what I'm here for. Basically just giving you an update as to what we're focusing on in the moment. Now, today was a pretty rough day, and the reason why it was rough is because I don't know a lot about real estate. I do not have my real estate license just yet. I am not a real estate agent. However, I can say certain things and do certain things and kind of be the first person to talk to on a possible lead, which of course is someone that's possibly interested in listing their home or buying a home, obviously. So with that being said, my boat got rocked today at the very least. I have always been a salesperson, and this is not sales for me. I am going to get my real estate license. That's a fact. But right now we have to drum up some business so that way I can get my real estate license a little bit later. Right now, my wife has her real estate license, and we're going to utilize that. It just makes more sense by doing it that way. But unfortunately, my wife is not really the best at sales or just talking to random people. I am, but what's really unique about this situation is I love to talk. I love to talk about anything. I love to talk to anyone. And as you guys probably noticed, that's why I'm doing a podcast, is because I love to talk. But this is a new endeavor for me, because as a salesperson, I have to be very in tune with what I am selling, meaning I have to be very confident in whatever product or whatever thing that I'm trying to sell to you. Which that's verbatim. Any salesman will tell you that. This I don't feel confident in, and it is pretty much a defining moment. And it just got me thinking, man, I am down in the dumps and I got to talk to someone. Who not better to talk to than all of you guys that might even be going through something similar to this. And once it got me thinking, I'm like, you know, I don't want to keep feeling this way. I want to channel this negative energy out of me because this is a defining moment for people that works for themselves. When you work for yourself, it's a whole nother ball game. Anyone will tell you that. But it's totally worth it. When I say it's a defining moment, this is the moment that will make you or break you. You can always soak into the situation that is at hand and say, I'm not good enough, and never cross that threshold. The only bad thing about that is that you will never know if you were ever good at that. You just have to force yourself out of your comfort zone so that way you can start producing work. You can start producing things that matter or making that money. And I think it's a really interesting topic because when people say, how'd you get there? Or what are you doing? They think it's so easy. And anyone will tell you that too. Any successful entrepreneur will tell you, oh yeah, it's a lot of hard work and go to that spiel, but they don't tell you those nights where it leaves you feeling like tomorrow is going to be the worst day possible. But it's not. You have to fully understand that. You have to get rid of your negativity. You have to get rid of your negative thoughts. Whatever you have to do, get rid of all of that. One of the things that I do to channel out my energy or the negative energy is to listen to relaxing music and sit out on the balcony or go for a drive in my badass car. Little things like this may work for you, is what I'm getting at. You have to find a way to get rid of that negative energy because no matter what you face in life, there's always going to be negativity. There's always going to be negative things that you're going to have to face. And quite frankly, going into this podcast, I really didn't even want to do it because of the way that I was feeling. I was feeling distraught. I was feeling sad. I was feeling intimidated. But I'm taking this time and I'm taking the reins and I'm saying, you know what? This is not going to happen. We have to be successful. We have to move forward. Tomorrow's another day, and let the past be the past and move on. So many people, I feel like, struggle with small things like this, and it's nothing, like it could be. So for instance, my thing, calling a random person and getting hung up on. What's the big deal? Nothing. The worst they can say is no. The worst they can do is just hang up on you. Does it hurt you? No. Does it hurt your life? No. Does it change you? It shouldn't. Because it doesn't affect you. That person doesn't know anything about you. And not to mention, it's a job. You're doing it as a job. But that's another thing that I'm finding out very quickly. A lot of these successful entrepreneurs will tell you you have to be passionate about what you're doing if you're going to work for yourself. And that's the God honest truth. I can't stress that enough. You have to be passionate about it. For me, it just so happens that I'm passionate about anything that makes me money. And that's the God honest truth. That may sound so bad to someone out there, but those are just my goals. I just like that feeling when I'm making money and I'm doing it by myself, being a self-made person. That's just so incredibly amazing, the feeling that you get when you're working your butt off and then you might even just get $5 or something. Those $5 that you receive are going to be so incredible. That feeling of receiving that amount, once you work so vigilant at getting the $5, you are going to feel so rewarded. It's just a whole nother ball game. So I guess what I'm talking about today is the negativity in life. You're always going to be faced with certain things that are going to challenge you as a person, that are going to want to define you as a person. and you just can't let it get to you. You have to learn how to brush your shoulders off, get up, and continue walking forward. As mentioned before, my thing is like going out for a drive or listening to relaxing music on the balcony. Yours might be, drinking a beer or two, going out with friends, or sleeping it off, or watching your favorite TV show. But be careful about that too, because TV is your worst enemy. It can totally change your life and consume your life. And you're not making any money off of TV. I mean, that's another thing that I want to change, honestly. I want to change getting rid of TV, really. And now I really want to, because after feeling this way, it's kind of like an eye-opener for me. Going into the podcast, I was feeling so down in the dumps, but now I'm starting to feel a little better because I am channeling out the energy. You can add that to my list of things that I will do if I'm feeling down in the dumps, is talk to you guys, right? Because apparently it's working. That's awesome. It's 10:39 right now, and I'm pretty tired. I wanted the day to be over and just start the new day, but I felt like I couldn't start the next day without addressing this and without mentioning anything about this, because as you guys know, I am going to be 100% transparent with you guys in whatever I face in my life. And you guys should do the same, because once you are honest with yourself, there will be nothing that can get in your way. Nothing that will stop you from being successful in whatever you want to do, whether it's talking to your crush, whether it's buying a house, whether it's choosing a job, whether it's moving to a different state. The list goes on. And the last thought that I'm going to leave you with today is that there are so many ways to make money. It is unbelievable how many ways you can make money today. There should be no reason for you guys to ever give up. No matter how hard it gets, that should just be more fuel to your fire. All right, guys. Well, I hope this one was a little helpful for you. And again, thank you for tuning in to the Daily Impulse. We will see you another time.